Yes, good afternoon, Kendall. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. Good
Awesome.
to
That's good.
good to finally speak with you.
I know. I saw you on Facebook, and like I said, I saw your video. It was amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah,
I enjoyed it.
that 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 topic is very touchy. That topic is extremely touchy, but I've been
Yeah.
chosen to walk this path, so it's all well,
Mhm.
just as long as I'm able to, assist people on their spiritual journey or assist people on the right way, with the
Right.
assistance of the spirit realm, in any
Mhm.
event. But I'm delighted to
Right.
speak with you. I'm delighted to reveal some of the messages here that are for you to help you as
Okay.
well.
Okay.
Have you ever received the psychic medium reading? Should I explain, or are you familiar?
I'm familiar. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay, all right. But the only thing I always like to tell my clients is your spirit guides are going to begin to tell me things that happen to you from the past, present, and future. And many times as well, I will be able to tap into your past life like I have already, which I will be sharing with you. And then two,
Awesome.
and then two, um, if any ancestors, which is like family members that made the transition, if they choose to come through me, and provide you with messages, I would be more than willing to, deliver them as well. All right. So now,
Okay, that sounds good.
the first thing that's coming up with you, they just brought me back automatically to your past life, and what they're saying is you was in a polygamous relationship. You had many children, you had many wives, and you were a person that provided for everybody, meaning you had a very good soul, and you're still experiencing that energy, or rather you still experiencing the lesson of giving in this particular life cycle here on this physical realm. It is not for you to receive all the time, but it is for you to give. So you are still in the
Mhm.
cycle of giving. That's perhaps, and they say he has a very good soul, he has a very good heart, and tell him
Mhm.
at times not to allow people to take advantage of this. People take your sweetness for kindness in any event. I don't know if that might
Yes.
have
Oh
happened.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that
Mhm.
then it happened before. Tell him he has to stop with that. You have to also draw a limit to, okay, you think that this, you think that you think this is a game. Let me show you that it's not a game. So you turn into
Mhm.
this very strict person while still being
Right.
sweet at heart, is what they're saying. So let me tell you, this is an experience, or this is a gift that you have even from your past life. So this is something that you can't really help. In any event, again, what they're saying is within this particular plane, or physical realm, it's best to work with children. I don't know if you're working with children now, but it's also best to work
Mhm.
with children, to help them or to guide them or to just be that mentor, or that father figure that many people don't have. Even if you
Right.
want to start, like a baseball team, or you want to start a team for young men that don't have fathers or come from broken homes, you will be best suited to do so. I'm
Mhm.
not sure where your moon sign is, but they're saying tell him to focus on where his moon sign is, and then also what planet lies in the 11th house. The 11th house is dealing with Aquarius, humanitarian purposes. So if you figure out, or if you know what house lies in that particular area of your life, you would know how to manifest or master your challenges, or master the public, because people and you is what you have came back onto this planet to give them blessings, or to make their
Mhm.
dream come true, is what your spirit guides is saying. Again, you've came already. I don't know if you have been married multiple times already, or what the situation is, or you are attracted, or you have this thing for polygamy, but you definitely was in a polygamous relationship in one of your past life, and you had many children, and you was a very wealthy man, You know, you was a very wealthy man that gave and provided and loved, and then when you made the transition, you also left behind land, is what they're saying. So very wealthy at time, and you can always tap into that DNA energy within you. So here on this earth, I don't know if you are the main provider, but I'm definitely seeing the number 8 resonating with you. So we're dealing with monetary purposes. Tell him that it's, let me tell you something, for you it's not about working hard, it's about working smart. Okay, that's what they're saying. It's not about you working hard, but it's about you working smart. So in order for you to receive money, because the that karmic reward has laid over or came to you with this particular realm as well. Again, you have gave you given, it's countless. It's countless. Yeah, it's countless. Yeah, it's countless of times that you have given. So the universe is definitely looking forward or ready to give back to you. I'm definitely seeing the color blue resonating with you, and also green. So we're definitely dealing with the heart chakra, opening up your heart, or rather balancing out your heart, or rather, yeah, balancing out your heart, because your heart is too open. You want to come with a balance with how you treat people or how people treat you. And I'm not saying not to give or not to love, but you love those that love you, or you do for those that you see that are needy of it or that are appreciative of it. And that's how he gets his karmic reward, is what they're saying. Okay. And then too, I'm not sure if you are walking, I'm not going to say walking in truth, but rather, you know how sometimes you want to say something to somebody, but you don't know how to say it. And those that's coming up very strongly with you. And they're saying time to practice how to speak to others or communicate with the spirit realm. In any event, so communication, you know, is a spiritual avenue, or rather spiritual task that you should begin to look upon. Do you have a grandfather, or is your father still here on this earth?
Yeah, my father's still here. My grandfather passed.
The grandfather made the transition. Okay. Very well suited man. Very well suited. Do you have do you know him?
Yeah, I used to sit down with him in the older years. I'm 44. I'll be 45 next Monday.
Okay. Oh, Scorpio. Yeah. Oh.
I'm a Scorpio. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so we're gonna definitely get into that. Yes, we're definitely. Oh, so because you know what? As a matter of fact, because I didn't know if that was your father or if that was your grandfather. He feels like your father. He was the first person actually to come through. And that's why I was saying this, the ancestors, yeah. Hoping that you would say that again.
So I heard he's been trying to talk to you. I don't know how to tap in yet.
Yeah, he's talking to you, not trying, but he's talking to you.
Oh, he is.
He's talking.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's fine. Give me a second. He's just presenting himself, because again, I am a medium, so this is his portal, and this is his time now. To come into, you know, our session, as I am between different realms. You know, so give me a second. He's happy with the person that you are. He's definitely happy with the person that you are. I don't know if some of the wisdom or the lessons that he gave, I don't know if you're fulfilling them. But he's telling me to tell you, you know, just be wise. Be wise about the things that you do. When was his birthday? Do you know?
His birthday?
Yeah.
I'm not sure of his birthday. I don't know his birthday. My father's birthday is in May. I don't know my granddad's birthday.
No, yeah, we talking about your granddad here. I don't know. He feels rather like a earth sign or a fire sign. In any event, yeah, he feels like a earth sign or a fire sign, because he's very detailed. In a sense, or rather he's organized. You know, he's really, you know, this is how you do it, this is how you get it done. You know, don't be a fool. You know, he got that kind of flow and vibe to him, but he's well suited, he's well dressed. The way he's presenting himself now, he is a well dressed man. I don't know if you dress you know, well dressed at times, but Scorpions, they deal with appearance a lot.
I do.
Okay, so then
I
they,
do.
so then there you go. But in any event, he came through.
Okay.
And then two, you just confirm that there you go. And then two, you just confirm that you are a Scorpio, and Scorpios are the money makers. Scorpio deals with the eighth house, dealing with finances and money and other people's monies and checks and balances. They know how to make the money. So that relates in terms of when your spirit guide said, listen, tell him to work smart but not harder. You have that gift already in you. And then two, you already know Scorpios, just like any other water sign, but Scorpio and also Cancer, in my opinion, are the family people. You are very big on family. You're very big on trust. You're very big on loyalty. You're very big on giving. In any event, you're also very big on sacrificing yourself. Dealing with the planet Pluto. In any event, so that would make perfect sense of why your spirit guides first started speaking to me about you and your family in your past life. In any event, you having multiple partners. And then two, Scorpions deals with that sexual energy, the sex tantra, in any event, so reproducing, in any event, and also dealing with Osiris, or Asar, and Osar is also Shiva, so we definitely deal with multiple partners here. We definitely dealing with family. You see what I'm saying?
Not in this life. Yeah, not in this life.
Not in this.
To deal with one.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
It's not easy because we're in different realms.
Oh man.
When it's not easy because we're in different realms, but it's a possibility. It's not easy, but it's definitely a possibility. If you're put in that position, but I'm not saying that this is what you want or this is what you should do. I'm just telling you where you came from.
Oh, no,
and
you're right. You're right. You're right.
I
just wasn't sure because I'm trying to do it with one, but it's just not awake. Like you're awake. This one's not. At least not right now.
Oh, she's not right now.
No, she's not awake. Meaning conscious, like you said.
Consciousness, yeah. Consciousness. Okay.
Right, that's what I mean.
Yeah, okay. Well, again, as I always say to my clients, I say you meet people for many different reasons, right? Perhaps you have a line, perhaps you might have a line, there go that communication, the color blue with her. Perhaps you might have aligned yourself with this particular sister to help her get to her spiritual path or to help her build herself so that she could resonate the God in her. And again, you meet people, for many different reasons. You meet people so that you can learn something from them or bless them, or so that they can bless you or learn something from you. And once you have blessed this person or learned something from this person, it is now time for you to go your separate ways and find your good elsewhere. So you might have aligned yourself, you might have aligned yourself with this sister, or she might have aligned herself with you so that you can help her get to her next level, you see. So it's all about patience, and I know with Scorpios, you guys will try to make it work, but here it is. Here it is, my love. If it is draining you, okay, if it is draining you, then you have to find a balance with how you want to deal with this person. It's rather you deal with her and find the balance, or you don't deal with her and find your good elsewhere.
I agree.
This is the year of 2016, and the year which adds up to the number 9. I did a video on deaths and divorce of 2016. Divorce means separation. A lot of my clients have been divorcing from long-term marriages or going separate ways from long-term marriages within this year alone, which leads me to say that this is a cosmic shift that is happening to melanated people, that, okay, if it's not working out, the universe is not even going to allow this to happen. And if you don't understand that, then we're going to force you to leave. Cosmically. So here's the situation with So here's the situation with you, and I know you're not even really asking me questions, but I already picking it up, and I already know the situation in a sense. But here's the situation with you where you want to make it work with this young lady. She's a good person. It's not that she's a bad person, but she may not be spiritually where you're at. So then now you have to sit back and you say, okay, do I help this sister? And the only way that I can help this sister is if she wants help. Because it's one thing to help somebody that don't want no help. If you helping somebody that don't want no help, then you fooling yourself. So, so if you are helping the sister and she don't want no help, then you're fooling yourself. If you are, and you're wasting your time, all right, good brother? But if you are helping somebody that needs help, then both of you guys are gonna grow spiritually. Both of you guys are gonna have a bond. I just put up a post, and I said, how do you tell the woman that you love that it's time for you to walk away? You understand? And it's like in a relationship, my love. A relationship a relationship is when you and this other person are able to relate and able to build and grow, towards your common goals. If your feelings has changed and it's a consistent feeling of this person is not, going towards our common goals, it's now time for you to go your separate way, because now you're blocking yourself from receiving your blessings.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
You understand? That's where the heart chakra thing is coming up with you. You got to find that balance. Remember, I spoke to you about the heart chakra, and I also spoke to you about the throat chakra. So communication within yourself, or communication with the cosmic world or the spirit world, and then communication with this particular sister that you don't want to hurt her feelings, but she can't keep you down as well. What is her? Yeah. She can't keep you down. I don't think that you want to sacrifice yourself in that way. In any event, I do feel like marriage in the near future. I don't know if you're looking to remarry again. But marriage, they're speaking to me about marriage in the near future for you. What's her sign? This sister here?
Yeah, she's a Leo, and I thought they were more active sexually, but she's not as active. I'm the one, and I'm okay with that because I am a Scorpio. But like I said, this time around, I just tried to stay with the one, and be loyal and faithful, and all the above. But it's funny because and people probably thought I was crazy, but I think you will understand. I had a cousin of mine that we connected, and I think it was more of a spiritual, but we were cousins, and I think she got afraid of that connection, the spiritual connection, and we connected because I felt as though she was one of my past life wives.
I was gonna say that.
Or she was someone, either a wife or she was someone that were maybe a princess or something. I can't remember, but I knew it. But she's stuck in church, okay, and I think she got scared and she backed away. And I think because I am married and she didn't want to come on to me that way. We didn't do anything sexual or anything like that, but we did have that connection. I felt it, and I felt it in the heart. It's like, man, I really would love to be with this person. But in this realm, I knew that it won't work because we're family. And everyone around them, her, are more religious than I am. I feel as though I'm the only one that's kind of popped out. My dad seemed to be coming around, but a lot of people are just still stuck in that religious Christendom type of way of thinking. So she backed away and just totally left. She's in Greensboro, I'm in Charlotte, but she just don't have nothing to do with me no more. So I was always wondering, was she ever a past life wife of mine?
Oh yes.
Didn't know.
No, yes. As soon as you said that they said that was one of his past life wife.
Okay, her name is Mika in this round, but yeah, Mika is her name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Regardless of what her name is, that when you feel something the way you, let me tell you something. When you feel something the way you feel something, and you feel it strong, that means that might be someone that you have experienced something with in your past life. You just mentioned that you were married, or you know, you were married, but you still had that connection, or rather you had that feeling with this other particular woman, correct?
I did. Yeah,
Okay.
I did. A couple years ago. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is a form of polygamy. You understand? That is a form.
Yeah,
That is
I
a.
didn't know that.
That is a form.
Now I feel bad. Is that a bad thing?
No, that's not.
Well, that's bad.
No, it's not bad. Who said it's bad? That's not bad. It's within
our
our
background did. Yeah. Okay, I'm thinking sex and all that. I mean, we didn't have that.
No,
that
no. It's the concept. It's the concept of polygamy. You know, it's the idea of polygamy. It is within. I told you, within your DNA, you are naturally a polygamist. You don't. I'm not telling you to be one now, but if you have these thoughts of it, you know where it comes from. That's what I'm telling you. So you could be married. Yeah, you could be married and still be like, still feel like, damn, you know, this woman, I would, you know, I would get with her. I would do that because it's already in you. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying. I came out of a polygamous relationship. My father was in polygamy. I was born out of polygamy. You understand? So I don't me personally, I don't frown on it. And I don't disagree with it, but I just know that I can't be in a polygamous relationship because I'm a Pisces and I don't do too good with sharing my mate. You understand?
I feel you. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. So I definitely feel, and when you said she was your cousin, and I'm like, okay, well that don't mean nothing. You know, because in ancient
she thought it did.
Well, in ancient times, in ancient Egypt and things of that nature, you do know that they was kissing cousins and stuff, and you know, sisters was marrying brothers, and just to keep, you know, certain sacred rituals or sacredness within the bloodline. So that you know, it's a and it would have been, it's ironic that you reincarnated in your own cousin now, in this particular realm used to be your wife. That's ironic, because that's how they used to do it. Even till this present day now, you married your your extended family or extended cousin, in some African tradition. But in any event, in any event, I definitely see what your spirit guides are saying. I'm gonna allow you to ask your questions and things of that nature. But I'm definitely feeling a bright and new future for you is what they're saying, holistically wise, to the extent that you, give me a second, follow your heart, is to the extent that the universe will respond to that heart vibration. And again, are you married now or are you divorced?
No, I'm currently married now, and she's a Leo.
This is the Leo. Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
yes, my cousin is a Sagittarius. She's in December. Yeah, and my wife today, she's a Leo.
Oh, so you already married? I thought you was getting me. You already married?
No, I'm already married. You see what I'm trying to say?
Oh, whoa! How long you been married?
Yeah. I've been married since '99, so 17 years.
It's now time for you to go your separate ways. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, it's time for you to go your separate ways. No.
17 years, yeah.
Oh.
I've been trying to get it together, and just my kids. That's what I was thinking about. My boys and my daughter. I got 3 kids from one woman.
Yeah.
I was just doing it the right way. Like you said, you're a Pisces. You like to be with one person. That's what I was doing this time around. But, I don't know. I tried,
Can you turn up your volume a little bit?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's kind of low.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There we go. How about now? Okay.
Yeah, but okay. So you would expect for her to be a little bit more passionate, sexually. I do understand that. But again, that's where the sacrifice, the sacrificing yourself thing comes in, that where you got to sit back and you have to ask yourself, because honestly speaking, the spiritual, relationship isn't there. at all, is what your spirit guides are saying. The spiritual relationship isn't there, so what is there? That's
Oh man,
that's
nothing there. The spiritual relationship ain't there.
the spiritual relationship isn't there. So what is there is the question that your spirit guides is asking. So with that being said, if you understand that, if you don't have a spiritual bond with your mate, then again, what are you into? What is your morals? What do you stand for? Because you don't, I mean, okay, some people don't have spiritual bonds with their mate and they still can go with it. But because it's all depending on what do you stand for. Me, if I don't have a soul connection with my mate, I have no connection. It has to be a soul connection. It has to be a spiritual bond. It has to be us, when we intertwine sexually, that we can create this another entity or another person into this world on a spiritual level. And this is just my opinion, as as your sister, giving you this advice as a Scorpio, because you're one of us. You understand? And I do know that family, again, family is very big with you, because you've been having failure. That's your value, that's your core. However, do you stay in this relationship with your wife? Do you stay with you're in this relationship with your wife and be happy, unhappy, in any event, or do you sacrifice yourself and go your separate way? Because just because you're no longer in a relationship with your wife doesn't mean that you can't be a good father. You're always gonna be a good father.
That's right.
It's in
that's
you.
That's why I thought the union came from the kids. If the union came from the kids, that's why I thought we had a spiritual connection. But having sex with someone doesn't mean you have a spiritual connection. What I'm thinking of.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, and and again, if you had that spiritual soul, and then if she was your soulmate, your eyes wouldn't, and I'm not saying that your eyes is wandering, and I'm not saying with your cousin either as well, because you have this, when it's like, damn, I've known you somewhere from before. Like, where did I know you? I don't have nothing. Yeah, exactly. So that doesn't mean that your eyes is wandering. That just means that you've met somebody in this realm that you've known in the past life. That doesn't mean that don't feel bad about that. Your cousin, in actuality, yeah, she's gonna feel bad about that because she's a Sagittarius, but her opposite sign is Gemini. So if she taps into her spiritual self, she will know, or she will perhaps I feel like she may be more spiritually inclined than your wife here. She may be. That's what I'm just picking up. And yeah, I'm picking.
Yeah, I think you're right. She picked it up. I think she picked up our connection. I think she picked up, and I think that's what made her go. I think that's made her say, "No, I can't go so far because I'm starting to like him, and I can't be in this round." That's what I think will happen. To be honest with you.
Yeah, she's feeling that spoiledness that you used to do for her. And she's picking up on, oh no, this guy, I really like him. I don't know where I like him from. Yeah, because you done gave her diamond and gold and set her up right and gave her a house and all of that. That's why, she might have even been picking that up too, and she just can't control the way she feels. In any event, she just can't control the way she feels. And whenever you're dealing with spirituality and in the spirit realm, you can't control it. That's the bad part about it. You can't control it because it's natural. Anything that is natural flows easily and is with divine appointment. But moving forward, my love, definitely that's why your spirit guides said new beginnings. With you, and I know it may be, and again, I'm not telling you to do this now. I'm definitely telling you to do this when you are mentally and spiritually ready or strong, is what they're saying, when he has the strength to move forward. Right now, you don't have that strength to move forward because you don't know what direction you want to go to, and that's okay, because your spirit is going to tell you which direction to go to once you begin doing these different mantras, or different meditation, Because again, as a Scorpio, things come to you rather intuitively or rather in the dream world. So follow your dreams and follow and listen to your intuition. You come on, as a sexual being, a very highly sexual being, and you have a wife that is not satisfying you. What? How does that work?
Right.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
You understand? How does that work? How does that work? This is 2016. The earth is ascending. You are looking to build a foundation with a woman. In any event, you understand? You're looking to build a foundation with a woman. You're not looking to be at opposite sides with the woman that you call your wife, your mate. And again, she's a Leo. Her opposite sign is what? Her opposite sign, I believe, is um Aquarius. In any event, yeah, it is. It's 6 months. They're 6 months apart. So that your opposite sign is Aquarius. And remember when I told you, there you go, bing, bing, bing. Remember when I told you, figure out what house what house lies in your Aquarius, in the 11th house, which is the Aquarius, so that it can help you to deal with people. There you go. And one of the person or one of the people that it will help you to deal with is your wife. You remember I said that to you. Okay. That's interesting. That is interesting. Have you got your natal chart done before, my love?
What's that? I didn't hear you.
Have you got your natal chart done before?
I did. It mentioned the 11th chart, the 11th house and all that, and the 8th house.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand it all, but yes, I did get my chart done.
No, you just gotta figure out. Okay, you go to the 11th house, which is Aquarius, and you just see what planets, is with alignment within your 11th house. Say, for example, you have, how can I say, Pisces in the 11th house, right? So if a Pisces is in the 11th house, you know that the way you will deal with the public is through spirituality, right? Because Pisces deals with spirituality, nurturing, uplifting, intuition, anything spiritual or healing, in any event. And then say, for example, Scorpio is in your 11th house. You can also you will figure out, okay, well, Scorpion is in my 11th house. Now this is a time where I can help people bond with their families. I can help people get money. I can help people, figure out, okay, how to love, how to heal, in any event. So figuring out in your situation, understanding understanding the planets that are in your 11th house, so that you know how to deal with the public. Hence, and on a personal level, knowing how to deal with your wife moving forward. Because again, your wife is the Leo, opposite sign, Aquarius. Bingo.
The opposite of the Aquarius.
Yes, she's opposite sign. Your opposite sign, where you say he's 11, your opposite sign is Gemini, Taurus. That's the bull.
Taurus.
That's the bull. That's the ram. That's the person that goes and is very passionate. That is the protector in any event. Taurus people are very sexual too, and the reason why Taurus people are very sexual is because their opposite sign is Scorpio. Family. The number 5 dealing with, changes. Lots of changes. So that is your opposite sign, where you are able to, as a Scorpio, you are able to change passively through different spiritual dimensions. And that's why your lesson, what they were saying is that's why his lesson, you're always going to complete this lesson of giving. You're always going to be with this because we reincarnated back onto this planet to learn what we haven't learned in our past life, or to master certain things that we haven't mastered in our past life. So for you, my love, your lesson, your consistent lesson is always going to be the lesson of giving, and then also the lesson of sacrificing, is what they're saying. Because again, you I don't know, you're gonna change. I mark my word. Next year, I will definitely get this call even perhaps by May, 6 months from now, you will call me, and because it happened earlier this week with a brother that I've told him to leave his wife because of the current situation, same something similar to what's happening with you, where spiritually he was on another level, and she was still in the Jesus Christ, and I was like, my love, it is time for you to go your separate way. Don't you know? He calls me a whole year after and tells me, you know what, Ella, I should have listened to you. I'm still stuck, and I want to leave, and I don't know how, and I want you to help me.
Wow.
Straight up.
That's deep. Right. That's deep. Deep.
Yeah.
Wow. Definitely got some changes to do.
I mean, you do the changes when you're comfortable.
Right.
You do the changes when you do the changes when you're comfortable. You don't do the changes because I'm telling you to do the changes or another spiritualist. No, you do it when your spirit says let's go.
Right. Right. That's right. I'm here for a reason. Like I said, the kids are 16, 14, and 10, so they grown. They're getting older now, so.
You know what I told him? I told him to, and do you have any questions, or are we flowing?
Oh, we're flowing.
Okay.
I had the question about my cousin. That's the question that I had, but you answered it, so.
Okay. You know what I told him? I told him to first target, because he was interested in another woman. She's a beautiful sister. She was beautiful. She had locks. I told her, I said, send me a picture, just to let me see. But what I told the brother was to first speak to the children, right? Because you know that not only is it going to affect the relationship between you and your wife, but more so it would affect the children. So you got to be ahead of the game where you have these conversations with your children privately, oh, let's go out, take them, just take your children out, and you have these conversations with them. Listen, do you want daddy to be happy or do you want daddy to be miserable? And then you ask them, what happens when, if you're involved with somebody and you're not happy? What would you do? You ask them the questions however it is that you're feeling. But again, you're speaking to a 16, 14, and 10-year-old. So you don't want to implement relationships, quote unquote, to them like in that way. But, in a general way where they can understand exactly how you feel. And then, little by little. So then when it do hit the fan, it will be a little easier for your children because you have already trained them to accept it. It's like TV, training them to accept the reality of things.
Right. I mean, actually I started that about a year ago. Planting that seed, seeing where they're at. They got quiet, but they understood and stuff like that. So, this is confirmation for what you're saying too. So
there you go.
It makes sense.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Because again, because I did pick up on that marriage thing, rather it's that you're married, the marriage thing now, or I'm feeling more so that you will get remarried, or again, as I tell my clients this, what do you consider to be marriage? Because in my opinion, marriage is the connection between two souls. Marriage is when you have this sexual, feeling or this sexual passion, or you exchange sexual fluid with another person. That is marriage. That is a bond, So it all depends on what marriage means to you. But in any event, I do feel like and it could be because you've been in a polygamous relationship in your past life, but you don't got no problems with finding no woman.
Okay.
You're not going to have a problem with that. I'm not saying that is your main concern or main worry, but as we get older, you know, as we get older, we don't want to be alone, is what one of my friends was saying to me. When you get older, you don't want to be alone. Okay, fine.
Right.
I get it. You know, I get it. But in any event, um, I'm feeling like your happiness should be your priority, with this relationship. And so she's nothing into spirituality, nothing at all.
Well, I have a center and I'm helping people
Oh yeah,
transition
you're
from
right.
religion to so she's slowly but surely starting to understand what I'm trying to say, especially with Auntie Kennedy and stuff, but she's just not into that right now. But she slowly but surely is trying. That's what I'm saying. I think that's why I was here for so long, just trying to plant that seed, if you will. And that's all I can do for now.
Oh, so you
that's what I feel.
Oh, so you're the one that is providing her with the lessons. So
Correct. That's why I feel I'm making those sacrifices. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's a plus in a sense, but time waits for nobody. Time waits for nobody, because 5 years down the line, she could still be in the same situation. And I'm not saying nothing bad, I'm not saying for you to look at, but you got to make this conscious decision for yourself, because you're absolutely growing. Because here it is, the person that you are, is what your spirit guides are saying. You are like, again, you're like the Osiris. You're like the father. You're like the person that always has. You're like the prophet. You're like, one of the persons that is like right hand to the cosmic mother, in any event, as a man, or as her counterpart. So you're always going to receive that blessing. But it's all on if you are aligning yourself or you are open to it. We can't give you no blessings if your door is not open. We can't give you no blessings if you're resisting it. We can't give you your blessings if you are sacrificing yourself, and you're shutting yourself off to it. Sacrifice also receives blessings as well. That's perhaps another reason why you will get your karmic reward. I definitely would love to know. Your moon sign.
Yeah, I'm not sure my moon sign. That's a good question. I got the natal chart. Maybe I can.
Go grab that. Let me read that off. Yeah.
Mhm. See where it's at here.
Mhm.
That's important.
Yeah, that's important. I need to know that. I would like to know that so I can help you out with this.
Right. I'm looking now. Move my stuff around so much.
Mm-hmm.
Check downstairs. If there's anyone else around that like me, I have no clue about it. That's for
Oh,
sure.
well, again, that attraction is always gonna be there, with you and woman. So, and you know how to take care of people. So. What was the relationship? What is your father Is your father married?
Yeah, my dad's married. My mom, he's a Taurus.
Yeah, I feel it. That's what I'm saying. He
Okay.
come, and then because your grandfather is telling me that he comes from that. He comes from a family that is married. And that's why I'm like, is your father married? Your father must be married. And that's a beautiful thing. So that's the reason why you're
Yeah.
sacrificing yourself, because this is all you know. You know to be,
Right.
you got set by example. That's I love that. That's good.
Right.
That's
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Mhm.
Right. That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, because it comes. Your grandfather's telling me that it comes from us, so it comes from the men in the
Okay.
family. So that's why I'm like, oh, then the
Okay.
father must be, the father must be married, and your father's
Right.
actually married to your mom. That's
That's my
that's
mom, right?
beautiful.
That's correct. Yep. That's correct.
Yeah, great.
And she's a Virgo. Yep,
Oh,
she's a Virgo.
mm. Oh,
Yep.
two earth signs. That's
Yep.
good. Ooh,
Yep. Yep.
she's a Virgo, opposite Pisces. That's good. So it's a lot
Opposite
of
of you. Yep.
water energy, with you guys here. So it's Virgo opposite Pisces, and then it's Taurus opposite Scorpio, and then Scorpio opposite Taurus. So it's a lot of moon and spirituality and love and intuitive and healing
Right.
between the
Healing. Yep.
parents. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
Mhm. Take your time,
For
brother.
some reason I
Take.
can't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For some reason I can't just find it. I put it somewhere and then they moved it. So I'm in the process of moving, and that's probably why. They
Oh.
moved it somewhere else.
Oh. Okay.
Yep, that's why. I'm sorry. I can probably, once I find it, I can probably definitely text it to you or put it on Facebook.
Yeah,
Inbox you rather.
yeah. Yeah, definitely. And I'll just be able to help you out with just those
Right, right.
particular aspects of who you are. So knowing the planets
Correct.
that are in your 11th house, as well as knowing what is your moon sign, and that
Okay.
will just give you a little bit information in terms of how to move with people and how to react to certain things.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yes, yes,
That'll
yes.
work.
Mhm. So do you have any other questions?
Um, I think you pretty much answered it. For me, with the center that I'm doing now,
Mm.
you think I should continue to do that or more? It's like an educational type of thing going on for the youth to tell them who they are from a historical perspective. So I've been feeling that in my heart too.
Oh, that's what you've been feeling in your heart? Well,
Yeah.
as I always tell my clients, you must do what your heart desires, because
Right.
it's not what should I be doing, it's what I want to be doing. And whatever it is that you
Right.
want to be doing comes very naturally, and it flows so easily. So if this is what you want, if this is what your heart desires to do, then I will recommend for you to do so.
To do
And
it.
go,
Right.
yeah, okay. Because
Okay.
I want to channel.
Okay.
I want to heal. So this comes very naturally to me, you see.
Right.
And it's
Right.
and I don't feel like I'm working. I just feel like I'm helping.
Sure. Sure. That
Hmm.
makes sense.
But is this
Okay.
center of yours? I remember now. You mentioned the center thing. Is this center of yours all boys or boys and girls?
Yeah, boys and girls. Right now,
Oh,
I've got on Sundays, and I got Q&As on Wednesdays. So you got a
oh,
lot of adults. See, a lot of the adults got a lot of beliefs, and that's draining sometimes. So I'm trying to
mm.
transition them, like I said, by using the Bible as a platform and get down to the deeper teachings. Because Judaism, Christianity, Islam are all fragments of, the African spirituality. And just trying to transition them more into who they are has been a challenge, but it's helping me too to be more practical. But the adults kind of hold on more to their beliefs, and I just want to kind of help the youth to understand from a science and factual perspective of who they are. They were captivated. They weren't slaves. They aren't slaves. Like
Mhm.
these books tell us that we are. We were captives and we became slaves, but we weren't born into slavery.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Yes,
I want to kind of get that out there, and bring it in that history part so they know the truth of who they are.
definitely. And you are going to excel in this.
Okay.
Just keep doing. This is one of your passions. This is one of your even. Let me say something. Even if it doesn't go far, at least you did it at one particular part of your life. It's an experience.
Right. It's an experience.
It's an experience. As you said, it's also helping me to grow.
Correct.
So you're not losing.
Yep.
Okay. Definitely not losing. All right. You have any other questions?
Nope, I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for now. I think I'm well pleased. I think that experience that ended with the cousin, that just was an experience that I was supposed to experience for a temporary. But it wasn't supposed to be permanent, obviously. That's what I feel. Because she's totally gone now. That's just the way it was.
She's totally gone, but you'll reunite again. You'll reunite again, and let me tell you something. Even so, she won't even understand.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. I think she's stuck it right now.
Yeah, so it won't even go that far. But it's nice to meet someone that you've known in the past life. It's nice.
Right, that's how I look at it. Yeah. Yeah. It's nice to know that yes, I was right that we were married at one point.
Yes. That is correct.
Confirm that for me.
No, that is correct. I started off with telling you polygamy, so that is correct.
You did. Did you see what happened? We just kind of did I break that up by being in polygamous relationships?
No, everyone accepted it. No. Everyone, all the women accepted it. Every woman accepted who you were, or accepted the polygamy. You have to understand, things way back are completely different than right now. Our mental, our mind, what we accept, what we eat, what we think, how we think, is completely different. So it wasn't a matter of, he's in a polygamous relationship, I don't want him. No, she accepted it. It was normal. It was normal to be in a polygamous relationship. And again, I'm saying one of your past lives. You could have had multiple past lives where you were in polygamy, a polygamous relationship. It could have been a lot, because I'm feeling like you're not supposed to be with one woman. But again, this particular life cycle, you're calming down from it now. Now you feel like, I need to calm down. I just need to be with one person. That's fine.
Right.
And it's okay, as you should. It's okay. But naturally, I just feel more so as you're able to juggle multiple things at one time. Is what I'm saying. In any event, so. No, it wasn't that you actually, your wives actually outlived you, is what I'm picking up. So,
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. One of them died. Give me a second. One of them, I don't know when exactly, but one of them died. Oh, one of them made the transition. And she was very young. You had a young wife. And that was the only one, and it hurt your heart. And then they did a ceremony for you, to heal you, and to all your wives did a set. They came at the same time, and did a ceremony for you, and they supported you, through that time of you losing this young girl. And she was one. I think she was your youngest wife. I don't know what she had. I don't know if she had like an illness, or she was, like a cancer. She was sick. But she was born with something, and then she was born with something, illness or something, and she couldn't get cured or whatever. She kept getting sick and stuff, and then um and I think perhaps you knew that she was sick and you just wanted to help her, and that's why you married her. Yeah, and that's why you married her, because you knew that she was ill, and you perhaps thought that you can help her. That's what it is. And then she didn't make it. That's
Okay. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
And then someone told me that I have longevity in my bloodline.
Oh yeah. Well, you have longevity. I mean, it's a possibility that within the bloodline too. But I definitely pick up the longevity thing, and the only reason why I pick up longevity is because of your spirit, the condition of the spirit.
My spirit, yeah, that's true. And then someone, because my blood type is O plus, and that's, I think the O stands for the original blood. You see, so I'm thinking that has a lot to do with it as well.
Yeah.
Been around for a while.
Yeah, been around for a while. Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. Well, this has definitely helped me out. Has this been recorded or no?
Oh yeah, I recorded it. It's recorded.
Okay, good. Profile. Okay.
Right.
Well, all my questions have been answered. Yep, I'm all set.
Okay. All right. So as soon as I upload this, I'll send it off to you.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, beloved.
Well, thank you so much, beloved. I appreciate you.
Oh, I appreciate you as well, my brother. Have a great day.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.